Hello, beautiful friends. I decided to do a little Wisdom Wednesday. It's been a few weeks since our retreat, so it was time to tune in, get connected. This one is kind of called Flowing with Life. And yeah, it's a little spontaneous live on Instagram and on YouTube, but then you can watch it later as well, which is beautiful. You can tune in whenever you are. It felt like it was time to reconnect. I had, for the people who don't know, I had a retreat here like a few weeks ago. So then after kind of a while, that kind of becomes a little break. So it's like good to reconnect and see purpose. We're going to just wait a little bit more to see if there's some people that are popping in. And for people that did not join the retreat or hasn't been here before, there's many new people on my page, so that is fun on Instagram or on Facebook. This is kind of a way people either connect here on Wisdom Wednesdays or retreats, or like one-on-one on Skype or face-to-face, and to kind of tune into the energy and to kind of connect with relaxation and clarity. So if you are watching this as an IGTV or YouTube, that is kind of the intention, to open up and to go into more clarity with both your mind, but also with your body. So this is not just talking to your mind. So if you are here for the first time, just dare to open up to that energy, that feeling of aliveness that is inside of you. It is kind of what we're speaking about. And yes, I'm drinking a little beer. We can drink whatever we want. We can eat whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. That is my talk of the ease of life, which you can kind of go back or see me talk about in different ways, but more about that later. So we have had a few weeks of kind of integration, and the retreat is kind of there to like elevate our energy, to uplift, to uproot our patterns. We can go into, we have an ego, and that ego holds energy that we kind of are like holding on to, and that we are keep recreating patterns that are like a little bit in a stagnant, in a circle of different kinds in different areas. And the retreat and in these sessions, if this is your first time, it is there as an intention to kind of uproot and lead you a little bit out of those circles so that it can be renewed, refreshed. And whether you were partaking in the retreat, like some were, but a lot of people partook in the virus that has been going on for the last 6-7 months. And that is where we are easily connected to life, to the energy of life. When a virus appears, we are forced to change our behavior. We have to forced to be more inside, or to wear a mask, or to like avoid our family. the same kind of beauty is when somebody gets sick or you get in a car accident or somebody died. Like a lot of times those, or suddenly your family, you divorce or you get into a marriage or your kids move out. All these things are suddenly areas where like there is an enhanced energy in consciousness. So when we have our consciousness, we can see everything around, but to be awake and not just woke is to kind of energize it, to connect with it. We are so much in our Western world focused on what we know, and then we go into knowing from that, but that can just be a program of the known instead of connecting to life. Life is unknown, and that is where like real knowing comes from. The unknown, you connect to life, to the reality. And you can see a lot of people feeling scared as like life comes closer. There's more death, there's more uncertainty with the virus, with life, with money, with freedom. So all these people are connecting into the uncertainty. We got some more people coming in. Cool. Nice to see you. We're kind of reconnecting with the retreat, kind of helping to bridge and start flowing further. There's like, we have these retreats and then there's lag times in between. But as I was said, we have these uncertainties arise of what will happen, how will our country be controlled, how will our planet look, all these different things. So these uncertainties actually kind of forces us to awaken a little bit. That's why a lot of times people feel more alive when there's a war going on or different things you feel connected to life but that is just kind of the drama of life. You get stuck in fear, being afraid, how is life going to look? The ease of life is kind of realizing that we can step from the fear of life into the flow of life. And when we go into the flow of life, we actually go in, we internalize this and we start enjoying and flowing with life, which becomes an easeful feeling inside where we can let ourselves be uplifted. And our body can change because you start relaxing, you start breathing, your whole nervous system, everything starts flowing more energy. You're bringing energy in, you're allowing yourself to be nourished. Your skin, your joints, your hair, everything can actually be changed into a more alive mechanism, a live entity. That's why I call it body being, to kind of engage with this life. So I got my dress on, or my robe, whatever you want to call it. It is kind of the chaos, dancing the chaos. So since last retreat, I've had some people reach out already, having some one-on-ones, because a lot of times the retreat opens up a lot of different words, thoughts, uncertainties, confusions, because when we start awakening, just like with the COVID or with different situations, we get confronted with our own ego more. So when we open up more energy in our body, it's not just going to be comfortable, because we are going to meet the light and dark sides of the ego. There are many layers that are hidden. So some people have reached out, not feeling anything from the retreat, or feeling like totally like dark, or feeling elevated in different ways. So there's different ways to connecting and feeling. Like sometimes you feel like totally nothing, but after a few weeks you might notice that you feel lighter, while others feel totally elevated and starts to feel kind of like darker afterwards, because you need to like recharge. So this is a kind of a recharge. This is in a way like a meditation, just listening to me, allowing you to tone out, allowing yourself to like embrace. If you are new, you might just go back and see my previous post. You might kind of get a little bit of a hang of it. But also there's going to come a retreat in a month or two, which we are going to start continuing this up leveling. So in a way, we kind of talked about when we kind of rise this energy up as we did, the reason why sometimes you feel like down is because you kind of go more into the body and start feeling. You can feel more pain, or you can feel different emotions coming up, parts of your ego where you are attached to, or parts of yeah, or parts of your body where you are kind of attached. So that is like where we kind of, people do get kind of high on themselves. We kind of get stuck then. We get stuck in different fear-based mentalities, or like too high on life, or too knowing, or wanting to understand everything. The mind loves to like categorize and organize everything. And we have so many kind of conspiracy theories inside of us. Everything that we have heard, this is how it is, or that is how it is. And then, so we are so good at just swallowing everything. But eventually you have to kind of spit it out and not just swallow everything. Or if you swallow it out, you have to pee it out. Meaning you have to dare to release it. So today I felt the energy coming in again. It felt like it was time to reconnect, to open, and to kind of, it has been a few weeks because there's like energy going through the system. And now it is time to go from that elevated level of connection with our, going through our body, our heart, our mind, our soul, but then into life. Life is like opening up and starting to flow more. And that in a way, this COVID is like a second wave now. The first of like getting money or being out of job, all this stuff, protesting. Now there's a second wave, like into, are we getting more money? Are we getting our job back? Like what's going on? We're still kind of, is this going to last forever? But from that uncertainty, there is possibility to heal, to go into peace. And that is what we are doing here. We're opening up those gates, we're opening up into peace. Peace is like something that most people don't really talk too much about. It's way more easy, fun to talk about. It's going to be some disaster, it's going to be war, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. Peace is kind of beyond our perception for most people on earth. That is where we are stuck, kind of, we're in the war powers. But we are like, as a society, as a world, stepping more into love, into peace, into faith, into starting to interact and enjoy each other instead of just judging each other. So that is what we are doing. We're kind of stepping into this second wave here now. Yeah, and by that we're kind of stepping into the second phase of this IGTV or live or whatever or YouTube, which is the silent part where we kind of take this energy into our body. There's energy here, like the ones you are feeling it, either you're watching it later at night or tomorrow morning or whenever. If you want to integrate it, join me on the second part. In the meanwhile, we're going to take a little break, a minute or so, go pee, get comfortable, change your clothes, get it in your bed or on your couch or something to kind of like get some water or a glass of wine and just get comfortable, and we'll play from there. So I'll see you in a minute or two. I'm back. I got my skirt on today. It is a nice little. We're gonna go to the meditation part, which kind of creates a little more heat, so you could actually, if you listened, kind of put the AC on again. It makes a little bit more noise, but it is starting to it's finding kind of cool here now. It's starting to heat up, and that is what we also do with the meditation part. It's like heating up and starting to go move energy. It's like almost like an exercise or exercising. So wherever you are, get your butt down, get heavy, get relaxed. This is the beauty of this. It's just the first part, and the reason why kind of sometimes a pee break is good before we go into the silence, because we're starting to move more energy, and then it starts to bring the energy down from your mind. And when it starts to release, you actually a lot of times have to pee because you're starting to connect with your genitals, connect with your hips. You're starting to bring it down. And that is, in the world now, you can see like we're actually starting to choose peace, that we need to kind of get grounded, start to focus on like interacting and enjoying each other instead of constantly being in battle. So the reason why for my outfit now is also because you're kind of opening up. When you start dropping those shoulders down, you're actually like opening up all the pores of your skin. You're starting to release energy inside, stored. We like to store stuff, like either it's in our spine or in our organs or in our muscles or in our joints, wherever it is. And it becomes like calcified. So that's really like, oh, it's calcified. It must be something. No, actually, that's how when we hold energy, it becomes calcified. But then we can release it. And then air comes in, life comes in. We start to flow with life because life is air. Life is energy. Life is a release. Breathing or releasing is so easy that nobody believes it can be that easy. It has to be complicated. We need to learn these techniques. We need to understand ourselves in relationship to blah, blah, blah. And why did our parents say this? No. Yeah, but release is actually just, it's so obviously easy. That's not why I call it ease of life. Ease is just when you relax, you also start feeling this nurturing energy. Like it starts to flow, this gentle energy inside of you, awakened kind of spiritual energy or like awareness, consciousness. Energy, it's like energized space. And your whole body can start connecting with this, and then your body can feel heavier because you're connecting with more energy. So the more energy you hold, the more you also have to dare to release because you have to let it flow. That's what people get stuck up in, all these what is right, what is wrong, instead of understanding that beyond that is the wisdom of life, where everything is, and we can relax in the isness or the ease of life. Those many words. Let's drop those shoulders, your spine, your hips down even more. Whether it's now or it's later or whenever it is, if you dare to enjoy it and dare to engage with it, it will touch you. So dare to be touched. Dare to feel me, dare to feel my voice, dare to feel the energy that is there. This is not just words, this is just let me in, let it in, let life in. That is when we connect down, we realize we are one with life, we are one with everything around, we're one with consciousness, or God, or whatever you would call it. Or nothingness. But let in, let yourself in, let that in, let yourself go, and return to that peaceful place that is inside of you, of everything, everywhere. It's the easiest thing. It's like being born or laying in your mom's belly, just there. You're just chilling, hanging out. Somebody outside might be doing stuff, but you're still hanging out, daring to hang out. It's like why people feel so energized when they're like drinking, because they're putting in a choice of hanging out. But The more you understand the hanging outness of yourself, the more you can hang out. Even in war, somebody tried to kill you, somebody did something wrong, all this stuff is out there, and you are in here, hanging out, smiling, blissful, laughing. So just crack that neck, just drop your shoulders down into your hips. Let that shit go. And let that energy go through, and you will feel it down into you might feel a heat or a coldness or a tingling sensation. And it can move down into your ankles. It's like your ankle starts bubbling. Because energy starts bubbling. And then our shoulders drop a little bit more because we're connecting, we're bringing our roots down. We're connecting with this earth. We're becoming one with earth, with the heavens, with ourselves. The words might not make sense, but it's not the words that matters. Everybody's words are different. You just have to dare to receive me or it or that or the isness, the ease of life. And then if you want to reach out for a session or whatever more, you do that as well. That's fine. But right now, you're just here listening to my voice or watching me, whatever you're doing. Dropping it down. And as you drop down, it becomes clearer. You become clearer. Your dreams this night will become clearer. Your outlook becomes clearer. And it's more gentle to flow with that life that you are. Your life, it becomes clear. So let it drop down. No need to hold that heavy heart. No need to hold that chest. Let your wrists, your hands, your elbows, let them go. And then the energy comes all the way down into your legs, into your feet, into your toes. From there, we can connect the whole body and start like just receiving life. It is like that tingling energy that is just around us. It's like the cold wind in our space, or just the colors that appear, or the sounds, or the smells. Whatever you need to feel. Open that up. Open your chest, open your heart up and receive. Just let it in. And energy is just consciousness, it's just you You are just receiving you. It's just so effortless. It's just always there around you. Life, yourself, consciousness is always there, readily available. Just like opening up your whole hand or your mouth or your mind or your body, all can receive. Then you can start coming back, shaking your legs or your arms or your head. Or this was our Wisdom Wednesday meeting. We will do it when it is time. Today was time to reconnect. If you're new, we will do this once in a while, and then gives you a little good taste for the retreat, where we kind of do it like through 5 sessions through a week, which will come later. Just follow me, or if you want a one-on-one session, DM me and we will talk, which is also very beautiful. And it's been my honor to move some energy today with you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And if you, yeah,